Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is YAHMAD. So in this video, we will continue looking at JavaScript. And what we're going to do in this video is something slightly different. We're going to be referring to a JavaScript file to a JavaScript which has been saved to a different file. So this is going to be slightly different to what we've done previously. We're going to be using input boxes again. And what we're going to be doing is using a function to add up the values from the input boxes. So first of all, what I'm going to do is save this into a new folder. Let me just go to my desktop, part 2. Let me make a new folder. I think we're doing task 8 now. Okay. I'm just going to call it T8. This is the task that we're going to be doing, save. And I'm also going to open up a new JavaScript file. So JavaScript, create. And I'm going to also save this into the file as well. I'm going to call it FUNC for short. So in the same folder, I've got my HTML file and also my JavaScript file. And I've got the two tabs open at the top. You can see HTML here and then JavaScript there. Okay, so the title here, I'm just going to put add in numbers. Okay, and we're now going to come into the body section of our HTML. So the first thing I need to do is I need to create an input box. Okay, and the first input I want to take is the name. So what I'm going to do is type in type equals, and then for the name we can just put text. We need an identifier for each of these boxes in case we need to refer to these values, especially when we put the numbers in. So I'm going to call this name. Okay, I'm just going to put F underscore name, full name. And the next thing we need to do is sometimes we can include a placeholder which will be visible in the box. So enter name. Okay, once I've done this, I'm going to close this and I want to show you what we have. So let me press save and let me go to my browser. We have something like this. We have an input box and you can see it's got the placeholder text, enter name, and as soon as I start entering, that will disappear. Okay, but we're not done yet. So that's the first one done. I'm going to create another input box, and this is going to be for the first number. So input, this time the type is going to be number. Okay, ID, we can call it first num, or num1 actually. It'd be easier if we just refer to it as num1. Placeholder, enter 1. And just to save myself a bit of time, I'm going to copy and paste this because what we want is 2. I need to include that bracket of these, and this time it's going to be num2, so we need to have a different ID, and enter number 2. So let me save this and let's have a quick look and see what this looks like. Okay, so enter name, enter number 1, and enter number 2. Oh, we can do things like this as well, which is cool. Okay, done. Right, we've done that part. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put a button underneath. So I'm just going to create a paragraph tag, just create that space. And now we're going to create the button. So when we click the button, we're going to be adding the values together. So it's going to refer to the function that we're going to be doing here. Okay, that will allow us to add the button together. Okay, so let's type in, so add the values together. I'm not sure what I've just said then. So button. Okay, let me create the button. Let me just close the bracket. You can call it add values. And in here on click, when we click the button, we'll link it to a function. So if you've been watching the previous videos, hopefully you should know what I'm talking about. And below, we're going to create, we're going to output some text in this heading here, heading 1. Okay. And initially, we're going to have output results. but this is going to be changed according to the added values. So this text will be displayed at the start, but then will change according to the numbers that have been added together. And we're going to be using inner HTML for that later on. So let's call this ID equals result. Okay. Now, this is the HTML part done. If I click on save and if I go to the browser, so we can put the name in and you can put two numbers in. We're going to click here and then the output will appear here. So for example, if I was to type my name and if I was to type in 7 and 2, when I click this, then we'd have 9 outputted here instead, but not yet since the function's not in place. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to open up the bracket. Okay, I'm going to type in here script and close the brackets. So we've got opening, closing tag. Okay, and the script, we're going to refer to what we're going to do in this file here. So func. So what I need to do is refer to the source, and it's in the same folder as well. Okay, and you can see the file has appeared here. So that's why it's really important you do save your work in the same folder. Okay, so when it comes to finding the source of something, it's just there. That's the first part done. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write the function. So let me zoom in. Okay, so function, what we're going to call it is going to be add. Open and close the brackets. And then I have to get rid of this comment here. And then open and close the curly brackets. And then what we're going to do is just basically write down the variables which will be used in this function. So we've got num1, num2, and then the sum. Okay. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to change these because I'm used them for the variable names. So first num and second num. Because we need to refer to these IDs here. We need to get the value out of here and into this function so we can add it up together. Okay, so we've done that one now. So the number1 variable is going to be equals to, it's going to be in a number format. Now in the brackets, we need to refer to this ID here. So fnum dot value. So whatever's been entered into that particular input box will be then stored into number1 in a number format. Okay, and let me copy this again. The second ID was snum, second number. Okay, and number2 is going to be equals to that. Okay, and then what we can do is the third variable is going to be sum, and it's going to be equals num1 plus num2. So num1 plus num2. Okay, and then what we want to do is change what's in here using inner HTML. So document get element by ID, open up the brackets. We want to refer to results here. And dot inner HTML, okay, and equals the total result is, and then concatenate this, so add, and then sum. So the variable value here. Save this. So this is going to be the function that we're going to run when we now click this button. So on click, it's going to be the add function. So open and close the brackets. So this guy's task is different to the videos I've done previously. So we are now referring to a function that's been saved as a separate file. Okay. So this is all JavaScript. So I don't need to put script and close the script tag. Okay, let me save this. Save all. Go to my browser window. Okay, so we got the first name. Sorry, full name. Let's enter 5. Let's enter 2. And when you click on this button, the function should run. 5 plus 2, and something's not working. Let me have a quick look and see why it's not working. src equals, okay, that's fine. On click equals add. So I'm just checking why that wasn't working. So number 1, did I have that extra bracket? I don't know. Now save. Let me try that again. That was a bit strange. 3 plus 2. There we go. Okay. Thinking, what was that? So I think I had that extra bracket at the end. It was one of these curly brackets and it was red, and that's why it wasn't working. So it's always good that you guys can troubleshoot and find solutions. Let me see. Whoops. Go to that window again. Adding numbers. Where's it gone? Do I need to open this up again? Let me do another test. Okay, so did I save everything? So save all. Let's go to here again. Enter your name. Let's put something greater. So 1000 plus 50. And then we add the values. Yeah, that's working great. And what you can do, you can add additional buttons, which will then which maybe might do another calculation instead of adding. Maybe we can multiply or we can divide, and then we can output the results. Okay, so what you could do if you wanted to do that, you could add another button here. So let me just copy and paste this. So on click, I'm going to create a new function called times. Call it times or multiply, whatever you want to do. Okay. What I'm going to do is just paste that times, and sum is going to be a multiplication plus sum. So let's see if that works. Okay, I'm just checking. Let's see if that works. I might have to change the variable names, but let's just see if that works first of all. If not, then I'll change the variable names. So we got 5, 2. So 5 times 2 should be 10. Yeah, the result is 10. If you want to add, 7. There we go. Job done. Let's say, for example, we want to clear the data. We can always include a new button and then reload the page. Okay. Call it clear. I'm trying to remember what it is. Reload. I can't remember what it was now. I did it in the previous task. Let me double check the timer. Location reload. That's it. So that should clear any contents of the button or any contents of what's been inputted. So let me click on save. Let's try this again, and then we are done with this particular task. So let's say I type in my name. I type in some values here, 5 and 5. If I wanted to add, it's going to be 10. If I wanted to multiply, it's going to be 25. If I want to clear, we've gone back to the very start again. Right, guys, I hope this tutorial was great. It was fine. It's helped you. So as I said, guys, in this example here, we have to refer to an external JavaScript file. It's been saved in the same folder. and I've got a couple of functions here. So one function is going to be adding, the other one's going to be multiplying, and let's see what else you can do. Can you divide? Can you do anything else? Okay, right. Please drop your comments below, like and share, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Thank you.